Be me. 24-year-old virgin working at GameStop. Spend every shift daydreaming about the girl who comes in every Friday. Tall, blonde, wears business casual like she just left some important meeting. Always buys retro games and actually knows what she's talking about. Not like those fake gamer girls who pretend to like Mario. Today she walks in wearing a pencil skirt and blouse that makes my brain stop working. I'm restocking Pokemon cards when she approaches the counter. Hey, do you guys have a copy of Silent Hill 2 for PS2? Oh God, she's talking to me. Yeah, we do actually. Managed to walk to the back without tripping over my own feet, hands shaking as I grab the game from storage. Return to counter and she's leaning on it, scrolling through her phone. She looks up and smiles. That smile could cure depression. Perfect. I've been looking everywhere for this. Ring her up and the total comes to $45. She hands me her card and our fingers touch for 0.5 seconds. Pretty sure I just had a heart attack. You know, you're the only person here who actually seems to care about games. Wait, is she complimenting me? Oh, thanks, I just really like games, haha. Wow, Anon, great response, truly. The peak of human communication. She giggles and it sounds like angels singing. I can tell, you always give good recommendations. She's been noticing me? Brain is doing backflips trying to process this information. So, I was wondering, oh shit, is this happening? Would you maybe want to grab coffee sometime? I'd love to talk games with someone who actually gets it. The world stops spinning. Every cell in my body is screaming. Yeah, sure, that would be cool. Trying so hard to act casual, I think I pulled a muscle. She pulls out her phone. Great, what's your number? I give her my number. She actually types it in. I'm Sarah by now. I'm Anon, nice to meet you. We already knew each other's names, but my brain is in panic mode. She leaves and I stand there for 5 minutes just staring at the door. Coworker Brad walks over. Dude, did you just get that girl's number? She gave me her number, Brad. Even better. Brad high-fives me so hard my hand hurts. Spend the rest of my shift in a daze. Can't focus on anything. Accidentally charge someone $400 for a used copy of Madden. Have to call my manager to fix it. Don't even care I'm flying high. Shift ends and I practically sprint home. Burst through apartment door. Roommate Jake is on the couch playing Elden Ring. Jake, you won't believe what happened. Tell him the whole story. He pauses his game, which means this is serious. No way, dude. That's awesome. So when are you texting her? Oh, right. I have to text her. Suddenly the panic sets in. I don't know. What do I say? Jake shrugs. Just be yourself, man. The worst advice in human history. Being myself is exactly how I stayed single for 24 years. Spend the next hour staring at my phone. Type out 15 different messages and delete them all. Hey, it's Anon from GameStop, too formal. Sup, it's your boy from work who says that. Hello, Sarah. I enjoyed our conversation. I'm not writing a business email. Jake keeps giving me suggestions that get progressively worse. Send her a meme. Jake, no. Girls love memes. I'm not risking this on a meme. Finally settle on, hey, it's Anon from GameStop, still down for that coffee? Finger hovers over send for a solid minute. Take a deep breath and press it. Message sends. Immediately throw my phone across the room. Jake catches it. Dude, relax. I can't relax, Jake. My entire future is in that phone. 20 minutes pass. No response. Start thinking about worst case scenarios. Maybe she gave me a fake number. Maybe she's already regretting it. Maybe she was just being nice and doesn't actually want to hang out. Phone buzzes. Jake and I both jump. He reads it first and grins. She said yes and she's free tomorrow. Holy shit. Grab my phone and read the message. Hey, tomorrow works perfect. How about 2 p.m. at that cafe on Main Street, the one with the good latte art? She wants to meet tomorrow. I have less than 24 hours to prepare. Spent the rest of the night planning. What do I wear? What do I talk about? Should I bring something? Jake suggests I just shower and wear clean clothes. Groundbreaking advice, truly. Barely sleep that night. Keep having dreams about showing up naked or forgetting how to speak. Wake up at 6 a.m. even though the date isn't until 2 p.m. Spend 3 hours in the shower. Use Jake's expensive shampoo that he saves for special occasions. He's gonna kill me, but this is important. Try on every piece of clothing I own. Settle on jeans and a button-up shirt. Not too formal, not too casual, perfectly balanced as all things should be. Check the time, 9 a.m. I have 5 more hours. Consider just going to the cafe now and waiting. Jake walks in and sees me fully dressed. Bro, your date isn't for 5 hours. I know, I'm just prepared. You look like you're about to have a panic attack. I am having a panic attack, Jake. This is the biggest moment of my life. He makes me sit down and play video games to calm my nerves. Doesn't work. I die within the first 2 minutes of every match. 1 p.m. rolls around. Time to leave. Jake gives me a pep talk. Just be confident. Make eye contact, and for the love of God, don't talk about anime. Solid advice, honestly. Drive to the cafe and arrive 10 minutes early. Sit in my car doing breathing exercises. Watch people walk in and out. Check my hair in the mirror 17 times. 2 p.m. She's not here yet. Starting to think she's not coming. 2:03 p.m. See her walking down the street. She's wearing a sundress and sunglasses. Looks like she stepped out of a movie. Get out of my car and wave. She waves back and smiles. We meet at the entrance. Hey, hope I didn't keep you waiting? No, not at all, just got here. Lying, but it's a necessary lie. We walk inside and the cafe is cozy. Brick walls, plants everywhere. Indie tjatsa, music playing. Exactly the kind of place girls post on Instagram. We order at the counter. She gets some complicated latte with oat milk and vanilla. I order a black coffee because I'm too nervous to make decisions. She insists on paying. Wait, no, I can pay. It's fine. You can get the next one. There's going to be a next one. We sit at a corner table by the window. Sunlight hits her face, and I forget how to breathe. So, how long have you worked at GameStop? Oh, good, a question I can answer. About 3 years now. Needed a job after college and figured why not work somewhere I actually like. She nods. What did you study? Computer science, though I'm not using it much now. That's cool. I actually work in IT. Wait, she works in IT? No way. That's awesome. What do you do? Conversation starts flowing naturally. She tells me about her job managing servers for some company downtown. Talks about how she got into gaming as a kid because her older brother had a Nintendo 64. I tell her about my Pokemon card collection that's definitely not worth thousands of dollars. She laughs at my jokes. Actual genuine laughs, not pity laughs. An hour passes and it feels like 10 minutes. We've finished our drinks and neither of us wants to leave. Want to walk around? There's a park nearby. Yeah, that sounds great. We leave the cafe and start walking. The park is nice, lots of trees and a pond with ducks. We sit on a bench. Conversation shifts to deeper topics. She tells me about her ex who didn't respect her hobbies. He always made fun of me for playing games, said it was childish. That's ridiculous. Gaming is a legitimate hobby. She smiles at me. Exactly. That's why I like talking to you. You actually get it. My heart is doing somersaults. We sit in comfortable silence for a moment. She moves slightly closer. Our knees are touching. I'm hyper aware of every point of contact. Can I ask you something? Oh God, here it comes. Sure. Why did you seem so nervous when I asked you out? Abort, brain is shutting down. I guess I just didn't expect it. Girls don't usually ask me out. She tilts her head. Really? You seem like a catch to me. Is this real life? Thanks. You're pretty great yourself. Smooth and on real smooth. She laughs. You're sweet. You know that? She reaches over and touches my hand. Her hand is soft and warm. I don't move because I'm afraid if I do, she'll stop. I had a really good time today. Me too. We should do this again. Definitely. She stands up and I follow. We start walking back to where we parked. Get to her car first. This is it, the moment of truth. Do I hug her? Do I try to kiss her? Before I can decide, she steps forward. Come here. She pulls me into a hug. She smells like vanilla and something floral. I hug her back, trying not to be weird about it. She pulls back but keeps her hands on my arms. Text me when you get home, okay? I will. She gets in her car and drives away. I stand there for a solid minute, just processing what happened. Get in my car and immediately call Jake. How'd it go? Jake, I think I'm in love. Bro, it's been one date. I don't care, this is the one. Drive home blasting music and singing along. Get home and text her immediately. Made it home safe. Today was amazing. We definitely need to do it again soon. She responds within seconds. Already counting down the days. Sweet dreams, Anon. She added a heart emoji. A heart emoji, Jake. Spend the rest of the night telling Jake every single detail. He's happy for me but also tired of hearing about it. Dude, it's 1 a.m. I need sleep. But Jake, she said I'm a catch. Good for you. Now let me sleep. Lay in bed staring at the ceiling. Replay the entire day in my head. Can't believe this is actually happening. Finally starting to drift off when my phone buzzes. It's her. Sorry for the late text. Just wanted to say you looked really good today. She's thinking about me. Respond immediately. Thanks. You looked incredible. We text back and forth for another hour, talking about everything and nothing. She tells me she's glad she asked me out. I was actually nervous you'd say no. Why would I say no? You're amazing. Stop, you're making me blush. Good, you're cute when you blush. Did I just flirt successfully? I just flirted successfully. She sends a blushing emoji. We should probably sleep, but I'm really glad we did this. Me too. Good night, Sarah. Good night, Anon, sweet dreams. Put my phone down and stare at the ceiling again. This is the best day of my life. Next morning, wake up to a text from her. Morning. Hope you slept well. I'm already thinking about our next date. She's thinking about the next date. Respond while trying not to seem too eager. Morning. Slept great. Any ideas for next time? She suggests we could play games at her place. Her place. That sounds perfect. We make plans for Friday night. Spend the entire week in a good mood. Coworkers notice. Brad keeps asking if I'm on drugs. No, Brad, I'm just happy. You're never happy. What happened? Tell him about the date. He's genuinely excited for me. Finally, dude. You've been single forever. Thanks, Brad, really encouraging. Friday arrives. Even more nervous than the first date. Going to her place feels like leveling up. She texts me her address. It's a nice apartment complex downtown. Drive over and park. Text her that I'm here. Come on up, apartment 3B. Take the elevator up. Hands are shaking. Find her door and knock. She opens it wearing sweatpants and a gaming hoodie. Somehow looks even better than in the sundress. Hey, come in. Her apartment is amazing. Gaming setup in the living room with dual monitors, shelves full of games and collectibles. This place is incredible. Thanks. Make yourself comfortable. Want something to drink? Water's fine. She gets me water and we sit on her couch. Her gaming setup is seriously impressive. Custom PC with RGB lighting that matches her setup. So what do you want to play? She has every console known to man. We decide on Mario Kart. She absolutely destroys me. You weren't kidding about being good at games. She laughs. I may have practiced a bit. We play for hours. She's competitive but in a fun way. Keeps teasing me when I lose. Ah, poor baby. Did the mean girl beat you again? She's smiling when she says it. Something about the way she says it makes my brain short-circuit. I'll get you next time. Sure you will. She moves closer on the couch. Our legs are touching. She rests her head on my shoulder during the next race. Can't focus on the game anymore. Lose spectacularly. She looks up at me. You know, I really like hanging out with you. I really like hanging out with you too. We're just staring at each other now. She reaches up and touches my face. Can I kiss you? She's asking to kiss me. Brain has left the building. Yes, please. She leans in and our lips meet. First kiss in 3 years. It's soft and sweet and perfect. She pulls back smiling. Been wanting to do that since the cafe. Me too. We kiss again. This time it's longer. Her hand is in my hair. I don't know what to do with my hands. She guides them to her waist. We pull apart and she's blushing. Want to watch a movie? Yeah, sure. She puts on some horror movie I've never heard of. We cuddle on the couch. She's the big spoon. Not what I expected, but I'm not complaining. Her arm is around me and she's playing with my hair. Is this okay? This is perfect. She kisses the top of my head. Good, you're very cuddly. We watch the movie, but I'm not paying attention. Too focused on the fact that I'm in her arms. She keeps making little comments about the movie. The protagonist is so dumb, just leave the house. Makes me laugh every time. Movie ends and it's late. I should probably head home. She looks disappointed. Already? You could stay if you want. I have a spare room. Are you sure? Positive. Plus, I'm not done cuddling you yet. Stay the night in her spare room. She lends me clothes to sleep in. They smell like her. Lay in bed processing everything. This is actually happening. I have a girlfriend. Well, not officially, but it feels like it. Wake up the next morning to the smell of pancakes. Walk into the kitchen. She's making breakfast in an oversized t-shirt. Morning, sleepyhead. Hope you like pancakes. I love pancakes. We eat breakfast together. Feels domestic and comfortable. So I was thinking, oh God, what? Want to make this official? Like be my boyfriend? She's asking me to be her boyfriend. Yes, yeah, I'd really like that. She grins. Good, because I was going to be really embarrassed if you said no. I would never say no. She walks around the table and kisses me. You're stuck with me now. Best case scenario, honestly. Spend the rest of the morning together. She shows me her game collection. We make plans for future dates. She wants to take me to an arcade next week. I'm gonna beat you at every game. Probably, but I'll still have fun losing to you. She laughs and pulls me close. You're adorable. You know that? You make me feel adorable. We stand there hugging for a while. Eventually, I have to leave for work. She walks me to the door. Text me when you get there. Always. One more kiss and I'm out the door. Drive to work with the biggest smile. Brad sees me walk in. Dude, you're glowing. What happened? Tell him everything. He's hyped. My man, finally. Work shift flies by. Texting her the whole time. She sends me pictures of her cat I didn't know she had. This is Princess Zelda. She's shy, but I think she'll like you. Her cat is named after Zelda. This woman is perfect. Can't wait to meet her. She's very particular about who she likes, so if she likes you, then you're definitely a keeper. No pressure or anything. Next week we go to the arcade like she planned. She beats me at everything. Doesn't even gloat much, just enjoys winning. You're getting better though. I got second place one time. Progress. We play Dance Dance Revolution. She's amazing at it. I have the coordination of a baby giraffe. She's laughing the entire time. You're so cute when you're trying. Not sure if that's a compliment, but I'll take it. After the arcade, we get dinner. She tells me about her day at work. My boss is an idiot. Tried to tell me to just restart the server like that fixes everything. Did you tell him off? In the politest way possible, yes. She's amazing when she's passionate about something. Her eyes light up and she talks with her hands. What are you smiling at? Just you. You're great when you talk about things you care about. She blushes. Stop being so sweet. Never. She reaches across the table and holds my hand. I'm really glad I asked you out. I'm really glad you did too. Best decision you ever made. Second best. What's the first? Asking you to be my boyfriend. My heart explodes. We finish dinner and she drives us back to her place. Want to stay over again? Always. Become a regular thing. Staying at her place most weekends, meeting her friends. They all approve. Her best friend Jess pulls me aside. I've never seen her this happy. You're good for her. She's good for me too. Just don't hurt her, okay? She acts tough, but she's sensitive. I wouldn't dream of it. Months pass and we're still going strong. She meets Jake finally. They hit it off immediately. Jake whispers to me, Dude, she's perfect for you. I know, right? 3 months in and I'm completely in love. Haven't said it yet because I'm scared. We're cuddling on her couch watching some anime. She's playing with my hair like she always does. Hey, Anon? Yeah? I love you. Time stops. She just said she loves me. I love you too. She sits up and looks at me. Really? Really, I've loved you for a while now, just didn't know how to say it. She kisses me. It's different this time. More intense, more meaningful. You have no idea how long I've wanted to say that. Probably as long as I've wanted to hear it. We spend the rest of the night just being together. No games, no movie, just us. She falls asleep on my chest. I play with her hair and think about how lucky I am. From a random Friday at GameStop to this. Never thought I'd find someone who gets me. Someone who shares my interests and makes me laugh. Someone who isn't afraid to take charge but still makes me feel valued. Look down at her sleeping peacefully. Whisper even though she can't hear. I'm gonna marry you someday. She stirs slightly and smiles in her sleep. Yeah, I'm definitely going to marry her. My face when I realized the girl of my dreams asked me out and I almost froze. That feel when you find someone who loves you for exactly who you are. Be me. 5 years later. Married to the love of my life. Small wedding. Just close friends and family. She looked absolutely perfect in her dress, and I cried like a baby when she walked down the aisle. 2 years after that, we have a daughter named Emma. She has her mother's blonde hair and my awkwardness. Sarah jokes that Emma inherited the best and worst of both of us. Life is perfect. Better than I ever dreamed it could be. Wake up one morning next to Sarah. She's still sleeping, looking peaceful. Emma is probably awake already watching cartoons in the living room like she does every Saturday morning. Get up to make breakfast. Everything feels normal. Everything feels right. Walk into the kitchen. Emma is sitting at the table, except she's not moving. She's frozen mid-reach for her cereal bowl. Emma? She doesn't respond. Walk closer. Her eyes are open, but she's not blinking. Panic sets in. Run back to the bedroom. Sarah, something's wrong with Emma. Sarah is still in bed, also not moving, frozen in the same sleeping position. What the fuck is happening? Try to shake her. My hand passes through her shoulder like she's made of mist. Stumble backwards. The room starts flickering. Walls glitching like a video game with bad graphics. Textures loading and unloading. My daughter flickers in and out of existence. No, what the fuck is happening? The entire house starts dissolving. Furniture disappearing piece by piece. Sarah's face glitches, pixels fragmenting and reforming. Reach for her, but she's gone. Emma disappears next. The floor beneath me turns into a white void. I'm falling but also standing still. Everything is white, pure blinding white nothingness. Then a voice, calm, measured, neither male nor female. Hello, Anon. Please remain calm. You are experiencing a controlled disconnection from the memory simulation environment. What? Who are you? Where's my family? A figure materializes in front of me. Looks almost human but not quite. Too perfect, too symmetrical, eyes that don't quite focus right, wearing white clothes that seem to blend with the void. You may call me Shepherd. I am your designated transition guide. You have been connected to the nostalgia engine for approximately 43 years. 43 years? What are you talking about? I'm 29. Shepherd's expression doesn't change. Your chronological age is 67. The simulation suppresses your real memories and replaces them with constructed experiences based on your deepest desires and regrets. The white void starts shifting, images flashing around me, old memories that feel foreign and familiar at the same time. This isn't real. My wife, my daughter, they're real. I understand this is distressing. The nostalgia engine is designed to create seamless experiences. What you experienced felt real because the neural interface interpreted it as real. But Sarah and Emma are constructs. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Why would I do this? Why would I choose this? Shepherd gestures, and the void fills with new images. A younger me, actually younger, maybe early 20s, working at a GameStop, a girl walking in every Friday, blonde hair, business casual, buying retro games. Recognition hits like a truck. Sarah. Correct. Subject Sarah Chen. She frequented your workplace between 2027 and 2029. You developed romantic feelings but never acted on them. Watching these memories play out, real memories, her smiling at the counter, recommending games to her, the way she laughed at my jokes, too scared to ask her out, always finding excuses, always thinking I'd do it next time. What happened to her? Shepherd's voice remains neutral, but something in the pause feels heavy. On March 14th, 2029, Sarah Chen died in a vehicle collision on Interstate 5. She was 26 years old. The white void turns dark. Images of a car crash, news reports, her obituary, can't breathe. I never even asked her out. No, you did not. According to your intake interview, this regret became a central focus of your psychological distress. You enrolled in the Nostalgia Engine program in 2052 at age 64. So everything, the dates, the relationship, the marriage, all of it was fake? The experiences were simulated, but your emotions were authentic. The nostalgia engine allowed you to experience the life you wished you had lived. Sink to my knees in this weird void floor that isn't really a floor. My daughter, Emma, she never existed? Correct, though the simulation's rendering of her was based on genetic probability, algorithms using your DNA profile, and Sarah Chen's reconstructed genetic data. This is too much. Everything I remember, everything I lived for, gone. How long have I been under? This is your third consecutive cycle. Each cycle runs approximately 14 years of simulated time. You have experienced 43 years total across 3 separate iterations. 3 times? I've done this 3 times? Yes, you request memory reset between cycles to experience the discovery of love repeatedly. The novelty and excitement are apparently worth the eventual disconnection trauma. Images flash showing my other cycles, different versions of the same story, meeting Sarah different ways. Coffee shops, bookstores, gaming conventions, always ending the same way, falling in love, getting married, having Emma, then waking up here. Why are you waking me up now? Standard protocol, users are disconnected periodically for physical health maintenance and psychological evaluation. You have been disconnected for 17 minutes subjective time. Your physical body requires nutrients and medical checkup. My physical body, what does that even look like now? Shepherd waves a hand and a mirror appears. See myself. Old, really old. Gray hair, wrinkles, age spots. This stranger looking back at me. What the fuck? You are 67 years old, your physical body has aged naturally while your consciousness experienced simulated time. The neural interface maintains your mind in a preserved state while your body ages normally. Touch my face in the reflection. Feel the wrinkles. This is really me. Does anyone else know I'm in here? Your legal guardian checks on your physical status monthly. You have no living immediate family. Your enrollment was voluntary and legally documented. So I'm just some old man living in a dream. You are a participant in humanity's most advanced memory reconstruction therapy. The nostalgia engine has helped thousands process grief and regret in a controlled environment. By lying to them, by allowing them to experience alternatives, you chose this Anon. Every cycle you choose this. Feel anger rising. Well, maybe I don't want it anymore. Maybe I want to live in the real world. Shepard's expression finally changes, almost looks sad. The real world has changed significantly since 2052. Would you like to see? Before I can answer, the void shifts, showing me the outside world. 2066. Cities I don't recognize. Technology that looks alien. Flying vehicles, holographic advertisements, buildings that seem to defy physics. People with cybernetic enhancements walking around casually. Androids that look more human than Shepard does. What happened to everything? Technological advancement continued, the world moved forward while you remained in stasis. Most of your generation has passed. Those who remain are often in similar programs or have extensive cybernetic enhancements. So I'm obsolete. You are a relic of a different time, but not obsolete, simply out of sync. The images fade back to white void. Sit there processing everything. My wife isn't real. My daughter isn't real. Everything I loved was code and neural stimulation. But it felt real. God, it felt so real. What happens now? You have several options. You can undergo reorientation therapy and attempt reintegration into current society. You can remain disconnected and live out your remaining years in a retirement facility. Or you can return to the nostalgia engine for another cycle. You're saying I can go back? Yes. With full memory reset, you would wake up as your 24-year-old self again, meet Sarah again, fall in love again. The cycle would continue until your next scheduled disconnection in 14 simulated years. And I wouldn't remember this conversation? Correct. You would retain no memory of the simulation's true nature. You would experience it as the reality once more. Think about Sarah's smile, the way she laughed at my jokes, holding Emma for the first time. All of it fake, but feeling so incredibly real. If I go back into society, is there any chance of finding someone real? Building an actual life? Shepard considers this. Statistically unlikely, you are 67 with no relevant modern skills, no social network, and significant psychological attachment to a deceased woman from 37 years ago. Most users in your position choose to return to the simulation because reality sucks, because the simulation offers what reality cannot, a second chance, a life without regrets. Stand up in the void. Look at Shepard. Tell me the truth. What happened in my real life after Sarah died? Shepard hesitates. First time seeing actual emotion from this thing. You spiraled into depression, attempted to date but compared everyone to your idealized memory of Sarah, remained single for 42 years, worked at the same GameStop until it closed in 2041, moved to warehouse work, retired at 62, spent 2 years alone in a small apartment before enrolling here. That's even more depressing than I imagined. So I wasted my real life mourning a woman I never even dated. You experienced profound grief over unrealized potential. That's a nice way of saying I was pathetic. You were human. The void pulses slightly. Feel tears running down my old man face. I want to see her again. Sarah Chen has been deceased for 37 years. Her consciousness was never uploaded. The simulation constructs her personality based on your memories and observations of her, supplemented by publicly available data and algorithmic extrapolation. So the Sarah I knew in there, is she anything like the real one? Approximately 73% correlation based on behavioral analysis. The simulation Sarah is an optimized version, designed to reciprocate your feelings and provide emotional fulfillment. So she's programmed to love me. She's programmed to be compatible with you. The love you feel is genuine. Whether hers is depends on your philosophical definition of consciousness and emotion. This is fucked up. This is so fucked up. But what's the alternative? Go back to reality where I'm an old man with no life? Learn to use technology I don't understand in a world I don't recognize? Die alone in some facility? Or go back to her? Fake her? Simulated her? Whatever. Go back to holding my daughter. Go back to being happy. Is it wrong to choose the simulation? That is not for me to judge. The nostalgia engine exists because humans need hope. Even artificial hope is better than despair for many. Do other people choose to go back? 94% of users return for additional cycles, 3% choose reintegration therapy, 3% choose to remain in assisted living facilities. And the reintegration therapy works? Success is defined as achieving baseline functionality in modern society by that metric. Yes, happiness, however, is not guaranteed. Laugh bitterly. Happiness isn't guaranteed in the simulation either. You eventually pull us out. Temporary disconnection is necessary for physical health, but you forget the pain when you return. You only remember the good parts. So it's really just choosing between fake happiness and real misery. That is reductive, but essentially accurate for users in your situation. Walk around the void. Need to move even though there's nowhere to go. Think about real Sarah. The one I was too scared to ask out probably would have said no anyway. Probably would have laughed at the awkward GameStop guy thinking he had a chance. But Simulation Sarah said yes. Simulation Sarah loved me. Simulation Emma called me daddy and hugged me when I came home from work. None of it real, but all of it felt real. What happens to them when I'm disconnected? Sarah and Emma. They exist in stasis, frozen at the moment of your disconnection. When you return, the simulation resumes from a reset point, usually the initial meeting. So they don't experience my absence? They do not experience anything. They are not conscious outside of your active simulation. They are sophisticated programs running only when you are connected. Somehow that's worse. I need to know something. The real Sarah, before she died, did she ever mention me? Shepard accesses something, eyes glowing briefly. According to her social media archives and text message logs, she mentioned you twice to her friends, once saying that guy at GameStop is really sweet, and once saying I should ask him out but he seems shy. I feel like I've been punched in the chest. She was going to ask me out? It appears she was considering it. Her last text message conversation 3 hours before the accident included her telling her friend Jess, quote, "Next Friday I'm going to shoot my shot with GameStop guy. Wish me luck." Oh God. Oh God, she was going to ask me out. If she had lived one more week, if that truck hadn't run the red light, we might have actually had a chance. So the simulation isn't even that far off from what could have happened. The initial romance follows a plausible trajectory based on her demonstrated interest and your mutual compatibility. The subsequent marriage and child are speculative, but statistically probable outcomes had their relationship formed. Sit back down, head in hands. This is too much. Take your time. There is no rush for your decision. Yes, there is. You said I've been out for 17 minutes. That means my body needs maintenance. I can't just sit here forever. The medical procedures can wait several hours if needed. We want you to make an informed choice. Look up at Shepard. This weird program designed to ease people out of their fantasies. Do you think I'm crazy for wanting to go back? I am not programmed to judge. I am programmed to facilitate. But if I were to offer personal analysis, I would say you are not crazy. You are grieving. You have been grieving for 43 simulated years and 37 real years. Longest grief period in history, probably. Actually, no. Many nostalgia engine users have been connected far longer. The record is 112 years simulated time, 68 years real time. What happened to them? They chose to remain connected until natural death, passed away in their sleep at age 97 while experiencing their simulated 34th wedding anniversary. That's simultaneously beautiful and horrifying. Most human experiences are. Stand up again. Made my decision. I want to go back. Shepard nods. I understand. Before we proceed, I am required to inform you of the risks. Each cycle increases the chance of psychological dependency. Eventual disconnection becomes more traumatic. Some users experience persistent dissociation even after memory reset. There is a point where you may not want to wake up at all. I already don't want to wake up. Noted. Do you have any final questions before memory reset? Think about it. Will I make the same choices? Will everything happen exactly the same? The simulation has randomization elements to prevent perfect repetition. Core events remain similar, but details vary. You may meet her at a different location, propose differently, have children at different times. The emotional beats remain, but the specifics change. So I won't remember we've done this before? Correct. You will wake up as 24-year-old you, working at GameStop, meeting Sarah for what your conscious mind believes is the first time. And I'll fall in love with her all over again. Yes. And eventually I'll wake up here again and we'll have this exact conversation. Approximately, I am programmed to adapt my approach based on user psychology, but the core elements remain consistent. That's depressing. Or romantic, depending on perspective. You are choosing to fall in love with her repeatedly, even knowing she is not real. Some would call that devotion. Some would call it insanity. The line between the two is often blurred. Walk toward Shepherd. I'm ready. Very well. The reset will begin momentarily. You will experience a brief sensation of falling. Then you will wake up in your simulated apartment. It will be a Friday morning. Your shift starts at 10 a.m. Sarah will visit the store at approximately 2:15 p.m. Same as always? With minor variations, this time perhaps she asks about a different game. Perhaps she wears a different color. The butterfly effect ensures no two cycles are identical. But we still end up together. The simulation is designed to fulfill your desire. Yes, you will end up together. Feel the void starting to dissolve, getting pulled down or up or sideways. Impossible to tell. Shepherd? Yes, Anon? Thank you for being honest with me. You are welcome. I hope your next cycle brings you peace. Me too. Falling now, really falling. The white void turning into colors, shapes, textures. Shepherd's voice echoing. See you in 14 years, Anon. Everything goes dark. Then light again. Wake up in my bed. Small apartment. Morning sun coming through the window. Check my phone. Friday. Have work at 10. Feel weird like I had an intense dream I can't quite remember. Shake it off. Get ready for work. Everything feels normal. Everything feels right. Drive to GameStop. Brad is already there. Hey man, ready for another day in retail hell? Sure, Brad. Stock shelves, help customers, normal routine. 2:15 p.m. Door chimes. Look up. Blonde woman walks in. Business casual, carrying a leather bag. Something about her makes my heart skip. She smiles at me. Hi, do you guys have a copy of Silent Hill 2 for PS2? And just like that, I fall in love all over again.